Hello, everyone. Welcome to another League of Legends Momentum session number 18 with Coach Warren. Warren, how you doing?
Doing great as always. How about you, Evan?
Good, man. So I lost my promos. I'm very sad.
Silver 4 promos?
Let me share my screen. Uh, yeah.
Sorry.
So
Hmm.
these are my two promo. These are my three promo games. But overall, I'm killing it on Heimer. Like
You're doing it.
I'm at 69%. Some of those games are Heimer Jungle where I got destroyed. So I'm really like 70, over 70% win, which is insane.
Hmm.
Uh, this was interesting in that all three of these games were AFKs. Two of them for us, against us, and one of them for us.
Hmm.
So this was a massive stomp, but one of their guys AFK'd, and then on both of these games, uh,
One of your guys is AFK. That's a shame.
yeah, and so it sparks the question, on the promo series, I can't dodge, right? Because it cancels a lot, so you might as well play.
Hmm.
Uh, is it better to just try to fill and mix up Heimer and Timo and just fill so people get what they want instead of trying to force mid?
Well, if you're first pick and second pick, right, you should just take what you want, right? But if you're a Heimerdinger player, you should play Heimer like top, mid, and maybe support, right? Taking him in the jungle can work, but it's not ideal. It's better to jungle your Teemo,
Yeah,
right? So you can do that. You can also, if Teemo's a better matchup, or you're more confident, or you feel like you need to be Teemo in a game, you could play Teemo top, right? You could also play Teemo in the AD carry position if you really wanted to, right?
yeah,
Because you want to be comfortable with that. Like with Heimerdinger and Teemo, while it's not exactly the most meta, like rounded off picks for ranked, they definitely do cover each other in some respects. So.
yeah. I asked because in this last game, I was ahead. Like, in the pick order, I was number two. I called Heimer mid. The other guy, who was it? Who was on my team? Gangplank. This guy wanted to be mid,
Mm.
uh, and he was the pick after me. So I said I'm going Heimer mid. So he went Gangplank top, and he had a hard time against Pantheon.
Hmm.
And he kept calling for jungle, calling for jungle. Jungle never showed up. uh,
Yeah, but like all of that honestly is just like stuff that doesn't matter because in reality, it's just because that GP couldn't handle the lane,
yeah,
right? That's all it was, right? And you're gonna get bad players on your team, so it doesn't matter what the reason is, right? It's just, you gotta carry them. So
So I went
that's.
up to. He kept calling for help, and Nocturne was just ignoring him. So I went up. I left my lane to go help him, and he was all pissed off. He's like, "No, you Heimer. I want effing Nocturne here." And I'm just thinking like, I don't want another AFK. I'm trying to like support the team, get some morale going because it sucks to be getting stuck.
Mhm.
I'll show up and roam. But by that time, I guess he was already too pissed off. Uh,
Mhm.
my only thought process there was, this guy really wanted mid. He may have had a different game if he was mid, and probably wouldn't have AFK'd, or maybe he would have anyway. But he would have been happier.
Or he could have gone mid and just fed there and just had the mid laner go into your top lane and bot lane and snowball the game from there. It could have been, and then he could have AFK'd. Like it could have been
It could have been.
multiple things. Like multiple things could happen.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know.
It's too much to think about in my opinion. Like that one of the circles people get themselves in solo queue is they start thinking about these things that won't gain the Milo. You know? Right? Like, yes, in terms of being nice, it's okay to do that. And in reality, being able to play all roles, all characters at a high level is the best way to climb solo queue. But instead of taking like the all-around mastery to climb solo queue, we're taking the targeted mastery. We're selecting a single character or two characters, and we're trying to climb that way. So if that's the case, we can't do it. We can't think about things like that, you know?
Well, I mean, I could have played top Teemo. If I'm playing top,
Yeah.
I don't like top Heimer because the lane is so long.
Hmm.
And anyway, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I like if I was going to top, I would Teemo, and I could Teemo top. I'm happy to Teemo top.
Yeah, didn't see him all the time.
But anyway, I don't know. 3 AFKs in a row is crazy. This game, the win, my team carried me.
So how was your mindset when you went through your first 2 AFKs and you went into your third game?
Uh, well, these were apart, right? Like this is 2 days ago,
Okay.
so they weren't back to back to back. Um, This one, I mean, the victory obviously didn't mind so much because we won. It was a miscommunication because Jace was supposed to go mid,
Hmm.
but then he in lane said, "Heimer, you go mid," and I bought my support item and set up my 3 turrets in the bottom lane.
uh,
It's like, okay, let me go in against Fizz, and so I was behind in lane, and I mean I went 1-1 and 2. It's not
mhm.
terrible, but it was. I didn't have a chance to do much because I had support item and didn't have my turrets from the start.
Mhm.
But whatever, my team carried me. We won. The other two, I try hard. I probably try the hardest of anybody on my team to keep somebody in a game, right? Like I'll ask them to come back. I'll apologize for them feeling
That's
badly.
good.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Usually it doesn't, but you know. Um, So I don't know. Mindset going in was fine. Like I wanted to win. I was ready to win. Like here we go. I'm pretty confident in my Heimer play at this level because I've been destroying games. Sometimes I carry. I don't often carry, but I help my team and do crazy objectives control.
Okay, so today what we'll focus on then, because you're already a powerful Heimerdinger player, is just establishing consistency, right? And adapting map awareness into your gameplay. Okay?
Hmm.
So, which replay do you think is best for us to watch
Oh wow! I don't
of a
know.
5v5? So not your pro game, sadly, because they were all 4v5s, because that's not going to be the greatest use of time.
Um, I'm open. There's games that I've carried that you can see in like 13-1 and 8-0.
Yeah,
And
I wanna see a game where you like do well in lane.
oh, okay. Well then, this one I got a triple kill and I went 13-1 and 11, so that's probably a good one.
Okay, so could you send me the link to the to download the replay, please?
Copy link address. Where are you here? Let me go back. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Hmm.
Here you go.
This type of file can harm your computer.
Yeah. That was almost full build too. What was I building towards? My death cap, I guess, was the only. Oh no, there's also I still have my ring, so death cap and void staff. Yasuo.
All right.
Is it loading?
Yep. Can you see my screen?
No. I see your lemons.
You see the lemons or the limes?
Your limes. I see your limes.
Screen number 2. And share.
Oh, now I see your paint. There we go.
Okay. Get this health potion out of there. There we go. Okay, so let's get back into it.
This game, I was a little more conservative at the start because I was going up against a Yas, who in the last time I went up against it, I only played Yas one time before this, and I had a difficult time.
Okay, so what you have to do then, right? So what we'll work on here is how to diagnose a matchup for yourself, okay? So I don't have to keep telling you matchups,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what you want to think is the first thing to think about is how you're going to play the level 1. Okay? So you have to think about what tools you have, what tools they have, and how much stronger their tools are than yours, and if you can dodge them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Make sense so far?
Mm-hmm.
So, Yasuo's tools are a melee auto attack, a Q, right? He has a potion and summoners. That's all he has level 1, right? You have the ability to have 3 turrets. You have a ranged auto attack. Well, he also has a passive to absorb damage.
Okay.
You have a ranged auto attack. You have 2 potions. You have your flash, right? So, in like advantage is you level 1,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what you can do in this matchup, because he cannot answer your level 1 aggression, is set up a aggressive turret line, right? That covers you. So basically, it'll look something like this. So it has to be something like 1 here, 1 here, and maybe like another 1 here, right?
Okay.
And then you would stand here. Like, he doesn't have any advantage for you standing in the minions or away from the minions, right? Like, he can't attack you and the minions at the same time. Like, he's not a Cho'Gath and stuff like that, so it's good for you to stand in the minions, because if he hits you, your minions will come for you, like, will help you, right? So you should be standing here,
Mm-hmm.
in this area, right? Just auto-attacking him,
Yeah.
right? And every time you auto-attack, make sure you sidestep a little bit so he can't hit you with the Q. Make sense?
Yeah.
You're ranged, that's an advantage, right? If you have more skills or more things that do damage, that's an advantage,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you just want to weigh down all your advantages, right? I mean, remember to calculate passives as well. You have regen, he does not. He has a shield that takes a while to update. So instead of just defaulting to the conservative position right now, what I want you to do is actually look at what your opponent has for skills, logically come up with something for yourself, like how you should play the level 1, right? Should you do so here? We'll do it like this. This is your aggressive positioning, right? You'll have 2 turrets here, right? 1 turret here, right? And your positioning is here.
Okay.
Okay? This is for when you're facing a melee opponent who can't do anything to you level 1,
Mm-hmm.
right? And can't all in you level 2. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if a jungler comes, like basically what you want to be doing is you want to be hugging this side, this turret, right? And if a jungler comes from here, you can just walk down. They won't come through your turrets. If a jungler comes this way, you just walk into these turrets and then walk into their carry.
Okay.
They have to walk through 3 turrets to get to you if they come that way. So, yeah. So this is your aggressive one where your opponent can't do anything to you. Okay.
Yep.
Your passive, right? This is when you want to make it a farm lane. You never, ever, ever want to make it a farm lane against the Yasuo. He's a scaling mid laner, right? Will be your 1 turret here, right? 1 turret here, and 1 turret here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a farm lane, and your positioning depends on if your auto attacks are matter for the lane. Like if they're a person with a heal, like don't bother, right? But if your auto attacks are necessary, you could stand anywhere in here,
Okay.
right? If your auto attacks aren't necessary and you're just like last hitting kind of thing, your region is like around this area. So like here, you can be moving anywhere in this circle.
Okay.
Try to be like tighter around this, more like that. So we'll say like this, just the final one. Like this is how you should be moving as Heimer.
Okay.
Or you could even cut across here, that's fine. Right, but just remember that this is your neutral. Or more like your passive, just farm lane kind of thing. Then as soon as you, those are your only two options I want you to start doing for now. That's all you'll need at your level. Right, but that's when it's in zone 3, okay, in the middle of the lane. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Now when you're up here, right, what you want to do is you want to do the whole one turret here, one turret here, and one turret here, right? Just to keep it pushing, and just so you can back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
Now, the other setup you can do, right, is take the top one here, so just go 1, 2, and then 3. Right, put it on the wave. But that's if you hold lane pressure against your opponent, so they're afraid of you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And your flash is up.
Okay.
Because if you just have to be aware of the jungler flash ganking you and reacting with your flash,
Yeah.
right? This setup beats everything else, but if they flash onto you and you get CC'd and the other person ignites you and uses their skills, you'll die.
Okay.
Okay? So those are your two aggressive positions, or like when you're in zone 4. Okay?
Yep.
And zone 5 will be just passive position, because if you're back here, it means that you can't, like you're getting out pushed, so you have to go like this,
Yeah.
right? So you do the triple position, or you do the whole one side kind of thing. Put 1, 2, right, and then you can put 1 in the middle somewhere,
Yeah.
right, and then you can protect it. But that's how you want to play Heimer. You either want to be making the triangles, right, where you're just targeting the side, like this, right, or you want to make the triangles where you're just zoning a lane, or zoning your opponent. Make sense?
Yep.
Alright, so let's see how this plays out. So you auto attack him, good. So you see how you move back there?
Mm-hmm.
The caster minions, right, didn't the caster minions didn't aggro on you, right? So you should be auto attacking him more,
Okay.
right? So when you're thinking here, so pretend that you actually have your person in an aggressive position. When you put your input for an auto attack, your mind must instantly switch to your thought process, right? To where should I position for my next action, right? So could I do more damage here and will I get punished? Yes, do it, right? Because if you went up here, right, and you would have got another auto attack in,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then you would have been able to just neutralize your positioning and you would have gained control of this line.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time he stepped up from there, he would have been back there. Now you see now how this turret here affects the lane, right? It only hits 1 or 2 right now, like in range,
Yeah.
and it has a lot of longevity in lane. That's true, right? Yasuo won't be able to kill it very well, but it's not going to hit Yasuo.
No.
So all Yasuo has to think about, right, is this one and this one. But if you took this one and raised it up here, and took this one here and moved it up here to create a tighter triangle,
Mm-hmm.
he would have to be afraid of all three.
Okay.
Make sense? And they still push the lane.
Yeah.
So here, why are you on your caster line?
I don't know.
But like logically, like tell me where you should be right now.
It should be in the middle of the triangle, trying to auto attack him.
So we got your patterns going on, so you know, like if you're trying to manage your lane, just stand in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Only against a person without AoE. Like if you're facing a brand, standing in the middle of it will get everything killed.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're facing somebody without AoE,
Yeah.
stand in the middle of it. When you're facing somebody with AoE, stand in the corners.
Yeah.
Or don't pick Heimer. So here, you have creep advantage and you have turret advantage. Just wail on him. Even like take the. So this is kind of an advanced thing. You have 2 potions, right? He has 1 potion. Okay.
Yeah.
So and he has less HP than you,
Yeah.
right? If you're auto attacking him, and he's like, and you can keep on auto attacking, just keep auto attacking him. It's called attacking the potion, right? You will consume your potion, he will consume his potion, you will still have a potion left, he will still be less HP than you, right? So you were running back to try to get the creep aggro off of you, where you should have just been. You should just inputted your auto attack and then did 2 clicks forward, and then input another auto attack, then 2 clicks forward, another auto attack, right, and then walked back. You know, if you got those 3 auto attacks, you'd be at about 100, almost like 240 HP.
Okay.
So
You'd be way lower.
yeah. So immediately, like as soon as this happens, immediately you need to get your turrets up. So did you replace these turrets?
Nope, those are still the 3.
It's 3? Okay, so it does take a while for this to come up then. How long does it take for you to
He just didn't kill it, right? Like if he doesn't attack the turrets, they don't die.
No, I mean the cooldown for this, your turret.
Oh, it's pretty long, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
I take no cooldown reduction in my runes or anything, so.
Mhm. Every 22.8 seconds, I could hold 1 kit set once. Okay, so 22 for a minute. Okay, so what I want you to do, early game, because you're not playing with cooldown reduction, is to just play with 2 turrets. Okay? To push the lane into this region. Follow me so far?
Yeah.
And then after that, mount up your forward pressure on them. So what you want to do is you want to be able to set up the 2 turrets. So like all the way up here. You see where my cursor is?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you want to move your next turret, right? Your 3rd turret when you're moving it forward up here, right? And that way you can camp this area. So let me just do this part of it. So we left it off like you want to be turret here, and then your new turret would be here,
Okay.
right? And then you would take this turret out, right, and move it here. Then you would take this turret out and centralize it. Make sense?
Yep.
We'll play the early game just to push it and auto attack and harass, and just play it with 2 turrets. You don't need 3, because having 2 turrets means you'll do more damage than your opponent anyways. Like, you're both level 1 here, and your turrets do what? Each auto attack does 20 or 19 damage, plus 1% charge each attack, and then each beam does like 65 damage. So it does quite a bit of damage if both of them are attacking him.
Yep.
So, yeah. That plus your auto attacking, you should be okay. And you should be being very efficient with your placements.
Gotta love Heimer.
So you should be setting up now.
Yeah.
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 That's good. If he kills them, like, you get the parts and you can rebuild them right away.
I'm doing a lot more auto attacking now than I used to.
Yeah. That's the Teemo. But you gotta bring this line up more.
Yeah. Here comes Rek'Sai, maybe? No.
That's what I was watching. When you're up here, and when you're like the minions are up here and your turrets are back here, you're not safe from a jungle gank.
Yeah, I know.
So here, like, you just gave him the tank minion.
Yeah.
You have to, as Heimerdinger, you have to harass. You have to be annoying.
Yeah.
Okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna play this 1 to 3, and you're gonna play it against me, okay?
Okay.
He started Dorn's Blade, right?
Me or him?
He did.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so invite me to a custom.
Okay. I don't see you online. You online?
I'm LL Gyro, by the way. I did name change.
Yeah, I don't see you. Are you online?
Maybe my league crashed. Okay. Oh yeah, and an unexpected error has occurred in the client. All right.
Okay, there it is. LL Gyro. Yasuo!
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, a wise choice.
It really is a wise choice.
He took Ignite, right?
I think so, yeah. They usually take Ignite. Got to get better at my Zanya's usage.
Mm-hmm.
I was up against a cat.
You just have to think about using it to outplay. Just think of a spell that they're gonna use and just tell yourself, program yourself before the fight happens that you're gonna use Zanya's in response to them using that spell.
Yeah.
Right? And then as soon as they use it, your body will automatically do it.
Yeah. Zanya usage and stun will really up my game.
Yeah.
I don't stun well.
Press shot. You're still not pressuring your lane as much as you could be. Like, you could be at like 80 farm, your opponent would be at like 30, 20. At that point, they're out of the game. As you could just split push with the dongs, and nobody would be able to stop you.
Not many people have the icons, man. Those badges things. I don't understand why. Because you get it really quickly after playing. All right, here we go. It's timer time.
No, no. Up here. You wanted to place that third turret back there.
Hmm.
So let's restart this. Remember, no more passive stuff.
But that third turret's hitting.
But it doesn't threaten me as well. You get what I mean? So leave the game. So we're gonna do it with the aggressive positioning. We're gonna see how you play with it. Okay.
All right.
That is when you want to make it a farm lane. The positioning you did. Do you want a Yasuo to farm?
Well, that was still way more forward.
Sorry, yeah, but Yasuo will still farm. You won't have like denial pressure on them. It'll just go under tower and you'll...
Indeed, a wise choice.
They're not picking a Heimerdinger skin. I'm surprised you don't have one. Hazmat Heimerdinger.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't like. I don't know. I don't have any of the skins yet.
Or get Alien.
I'm not a fan of the skins. I don't know. Here we go.
What I want you to do is to stand on your melee minion line, and whenever I step up to hit a creep, auto attack me. Whenever I'm hitting a creep, auto attack me. And if you can, when I'm walking away, auto attack me.
Okay.
Okay? But I want you to get at least 2 auto attacks when I'm hitting a creep. The first time, then 1 auto attack the next time, then 2, then 1, then 2. Caster creep should always be at least 2.
Let's see what I can do.
Okay? Yeah, we're just going to work on consistency. That's what we're doing in custom. For upping your lane pressure.
Lane pressure.
Gotcha. It's up that close. You're out of attack me. One. See how you're walking back again?
Yeah.
Give it another one. So here you should be harassing me. Don't. Move your line up. Move your turret line up. Do you have a cooldown on it?
Yeah, I have one, but that one. Okay. Yep.
So, do you have another one up?
No. Oh!
Ah, messed up. Okay, good. Maintaining pressure. Alright, one more time. We're gonna go through that again. It's just the 1, 2, 3 that I want to work on.
Okay.
Okay? So, in that line you did,
Yeah.
your back turret, I want you to pull it a little bit up so it's hitting the turret, or hitting the minions before they hit the actual wave. You get what I mean?
The two. I put two back and one a little forward, right? Two back, two mid, and one
Yeah,
forward.
so I'll walk mid and I'll show you where to place them. Okay?
Okay.
Just invite me to the game.
Oops. Crap. Hold on.
Indeed, a wise choice.
Let me turn off my auto attack.
Mhm.
Do. Auto attack off. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm in mid. Where do you want me to put it?
Okay, so
I'm gonna.
first one is gonna be right here.
Okay.
So right here.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay, second one I'm gonna match on the other side.
So then you're gonna put it right up here. See where I was?
Yeah.
I just don't want to get hit by your turret.
Yeah.
But just outside of the range of it.
Okay, I see.
Okay, and then your other one. You can either lane with just the two of those, 'cause they're fine, they cover each other, and you can just walk in the middle of them, right? Or you could place it right here. Let's see how this pulls the wave. Just stay where you are and auto attack the wave. Auto attack the wave. So I literally can't do anything. Auto attack me now. So, okay. Step away. See? See how different this laning phase is?
Mm-hmm.
Literally just couldn't do anything. You're strangling me, Evan. Yep. These should be autos. Good, good, good. Okay. So now you don't even need to move your wave up because of how much pressure you're holding here. You just gotta make sure you dodge those ones. Oh, oh, oh. Why'd you place your shirt there?
I don't know. More aggressive, and you were right there.
Yeah, don't do that. You have to stay true to the ward lines.
Is it true to the what line?
The turret lines, like the siege lines. Like now, because now, like, I can stand here, right? And I can just take your stuff out, you know? They're not covering each other anymore.
So is this one better now?
No, the other one's worse. The other one's better, rather. And you're exposed from the left side for jungle ganks.
Right, but the other one is exposed on the right side.
Sorry?
Left side's always exposed.
No, because you can run through it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can just, like, they can come from the long, like, side here. Just flash over the wall. So if you're standing in this area, right, they can come here and gank you and not get punished.
So when you say move my lineup, where do you want it to go?
Okay, so this is your front line. Like, when the turret was here,
Yeah.
that's where it needed to be for the front line. Right, but you putting the turret there, it's easy for me to reach, it's easy for me to be safe and to kill it. Right, and, like, it's not protecting anything.
So you like that one better?
Close. That's a lot better, yes. Because if I walk up to this, it's protected. Ooh. If I walk up to that, it's protected. If I walk up to the other one, they're all protecting each other.
Oh, the wind wall for the save!
Don't do it. Oh, sad. Alright, so one more time. One more time. So we're going to start a new game, and we're going to do it again. Alright, this is your new aggressive start against
people. Can you see my
I can see your screen, yeah.
Okay, so this is where it is now. Do I just keep it here, or is it still being moved up?
The one on the right, could be moved up and into the middle a little bit, right? But you want to basically, like, that. The position of that is you want to put that right on the tip. Like, you see where the two turrets meet in the Venn diagram?
Yes.
Right? That's where the turret, like, you want the turret to be. You want to think of all the turrets as they should be meeting points in a Venn diagram. That way they're all covering each other.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. And so then after this, I'm not moving it up anymore?
So, yeah. Right? And, well, for now, for early game.
Okay.
Right? When you're able to 2v1 the jungler and the mid laner, then you can move it up past here. Right? But you want to make sure that it's in a place where it's harder for them to clear, it's still hitting the wave in advance, and they're all covering each other.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Right? You're, like, look how far up that is in comparison to what you were doing before.
Okay, so one of the turrets died.
Yeah.
I'm
You
putting
just pick
it
it up and replace it.
the same spot here,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it depends on the champ too, right? Because in
Now what
AoE
you want to
still.
do, take that turret that's on the bottom part of it and
Yeah.
put it on the part that's meeting with them, where that caster minion is.
Can I just do that? Or let's see. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
you can. Right, it just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Now all your turrets are covering each other,
Yeah.
and they're covering the entire lane.
Okay.
Right, so you're safe here. Right, that's your setup. Remember that. That's your aggressive setup.
And then I want to be playing for jungler. When he comes in, I want to run.
If he comes in from the flank side that I said was exposed, right?
This
You
side?
can run, you can run into your river, and he has to run through the two turrets now,
Okay.
right? Because those two cover each other, and if you have to run inwards, you're there, and then you just run through your red side jungle, and you'll be safe. If you get ganked through the other side, you run into your blue side jungle. If you get lane ganked, you literally just 2v1 them. Just run back and 2v1 them and kite them.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So, another game,
Okay.
another practice, and we'll see. Because I'm looking for openings, and I'm looking for like the ability to farm, and it's simply can't happen. You're just rolling me. So frustrating. Heimer is so good at this game.
I love Heimer. Gotta love Heimer.
What you gotta understand though is if you're playing this way, right? Your opponent will be telling the
Indeed, a wise
jungler
choice.
that Heimer is just AFK pushing mid, gank mid. If the jungler ganks you once, it means they're gonna camp you,
Yeah.
right? If they're not ganking you, it means they're never gonna gank you. That's the Heimer, like, that's the constant that happens with Heimer, because people either don't want to gank Heimer or they'll gank him all the time to keep him down.
Right.
Right, so remember that. And if you ward off a gank successfully, ward off two ganks successfully, you'll never get ganked again. You'll just AFK push mid.
Yeah.
No.
And
You know those ribbons that you were talking about?
the which?
The ribbon
Ribbons,
that
yeah.
you were talking about?
Yeah.
It's actually in relation to how many games you've played. There's a function.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to play that many games to get a ribbon.
No, you do. Like, it's in relation to the total of how many games you played. So for you, you may need to play 10 games, right? Because you only play like 100 games, let's say.
Oh,
Right? Whereas my
I
account,
see.
right? I've played 6,000 games, right? So I have to play more games in relation to it.
Ah, I
That's
understand.
why.
Okay. Okay, and another thought. When I back and I get a ward,
Hmm.
I have one ward and one trinket. Which side am I warding?
The side that you are,
Weak on?
the side that you are standing on. So
Side
like
I'm standing on. Okay, so when I have the two turrets top and one turret,
one turret side.
the one turret side, and I want to be standing on the one turret side.
Yes. So if you see them, because if you're standing on the one turret side and you run through the two turret side, if they chase you, they're taking more damage.
Okay,
Makes
so
sense?
I'm putting the ward on this side here.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm
Right.
standing on this
And
side here.
ideally, you want to have a board on both sides, right? But yes.
Got it.
Remember, place it on the line.
Yeah.
Good. Good
You
placement.
feeling it?
Good placements. Watch me try and lane here. Watch me try and lane. Stand in the middle, by the way. Well, you gotta step back now. You're standing. Okay. So you have to pop a health potion. When you auto attack, the first thing you should chime in on is how many casters are aggroing on me. Right? And if it's more than 2, then you can take a step back. Got my shield. I got 4 creeps out of that wave. You have health potions, no?
Yeah.
Something. Oh, shit. See? How impossible this is?
Mm-hmm.
How aggressively you can play? Okay, so when you're aggressively like that, don't be dead in the center of harassing. Hug aside, right? Hug aside, you feel most safe to. Right, this way, like, even if you have flash, you can flash to, like, aside and your turrets will, like, create the extremes that you need to survive. Oh, the tip. Oh, no. That's fun. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have any questions about it?
No.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to play a team builder, or so I'm gonna watch the replay after you're done, and I'm just gonna take note of your like. I just want you to focus on your lane pressure, and you just need to be aware after each auto attack. Pay attention to the casters, and if the casters are aggroing on you. Now they added this new feature where when casters aggro to you, they kind of have like this like attention thing above their head, right? So when you see that, right, and 2 or more are there and they're in attack range, you can step back. But if they aggro onto you and you're not in attack range, you can sneak another auto attack in there before you get out. But if they aggro onto you and
How do I know which turret is going to get replaced?
the first one you place down is the first one that leaves.
So I just have to remember?
So basically, like, the first one you place down, right, has to be the first one you want to replace. Okay? So, your current setup, right, where you're placing your turrets in your order, the order matters, right? The last turret you want to place is the one that's furthest up. Okay?
Right, I'm just thinking later on, so I'll have to just remember.
And the first one you want to place is the one that's furthest back. So you can move your lineup. Make sense?
Yeah, so I have to keep remembering.
Okay, yeah. So just when you're playing this, just make sure that you're playing this nice and aggressively, getting your auto attacks in, you're getting your pressure in. When you play high pressure, when you play in people's faces, it forces them to make more mistakes, right? But what you have to be able to handle is managing the pressure, right? Jungle ganking,
Yeah.
and things like that. And if you're able to do that, you'll win your games easily. Because like people will try to like team fight you, and your rockets will be huge, right? And the thing about Heimerdinger is like if we can master your pressure, we can start applying like farming methods, right, to add wraiths and wolves
Oh, okay.
into your farming, because you're not necessarily going to kill your opponent, right? And you're not going to roam, right? You're essentially just going to be mid forever, and they're never going to be able to push it down, right? It's essentially what's going to happen. So when you push out mid and you're not doing anything, right, you can just go farm wraith, right? But you can only do this every 20 seconds, right? Because as soon as you leave the lane, that's when they're going to try and clear your
my guys go down.
your turrets.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll be implementing like a farm pattern that can do that. That way you have really hard farm count, and when team fights break out, you're devastating. Like you'll be level 16, 17. Everybody will be level 13.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Any questions?
Gotta practice. Gotta get to work.
Okay, so I'm gonna spectate you playing. Do you have time to play a game, or are you gonna go for a meeting?
I have a meeting at 11, so I don't know. It's a little tight.
A little tight, yeah. That's a little too tight. Yeah, just whenever you're playing that game, make sure it's on op.gg or anywhere, and I'll.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll try to apply it to everything, to my ranked games too, not just Team Builder.
Yeah.
And by next week, I'll have a replay to show you.
Perfect.
Okay. Thanks, Warren.
Take care.
You too.